Welcome to Niš, Serbia. This is the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2019 Group Phase Group C game between Hungary and Slovenia. This is number one, the opening game of the tournament here in Niš, and lots of excitement ahead. Of course, basketball in this part of the world is hugely important. Here's the group phase, Group C. Turkey, Italy, Hungary, and Slovenia will be battling it out, gunning for those top three spots. Of course, today's action, Hungary and Slovenia start things off. Then we'll see Turkey and Slovenia. See Turkey and Italy. So I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Shona Thorberg, my colleague of past tournaments. And Shona, we were at the last EuroBasket Women together, and had a lot of fun, and here we are again. These two teams, they had some bright moments at the last EuroBasket, and here they are. They're going to try to build on that experience.
Yeah, this is only the second EuroBasket event for Slovenia. Their first was back in 2017, and you know, like you said, they were close. They almost had a big upset over France, but France ended up pulling off the win. Hungary, they've been around, but they haven't advanced to the quarterfinals since 2001. So they are always there. They're just not getting enough wins in that preliminary group phase to move on, really. So when it comes to experience, Hungary are definitely have the edge over Slovenia.
Both of these teams need to go through the qualifiers, and in so doing that, really Hungary got through by the skin of their teeth.
You know, and you got to talk to Coach Norman of Hungary yesterday during their practice, and it is sort of a transition period for them. They have one of the younger teams in this competition. You know, he brought U20 stars. You know, these were women who young women, who really excelled at the U20 European competition. And now they're being given an opportunity to play for the senior team, and I think he's going to give them a real chance to play. Slovenia, you know, they're young in the fact that they haven't been around, they haven't been at many of these big competitions, but they do have some incredibly experienced players, especially in the backcourt. You know, I think their 1-2 punch is probably one of the best in this tournament, and they also have Evans on the interior for them.
Well, really, for these two teams, it all starts here today, and you have to say the competition is such that every win is priceless for these two teams. There's not that much margin for error.
No, there isn't. You know, we talked just before we went on, Jeff, and you have to finish 1, 2, 3 in the pool. So the last team gets to go home, unfortunately. So really, every win or every loss counts that much more. And I couldn't, if you asked me, I couldn't really predict who will finish 1, 2, 3, 4 in this group. So you don't want to take any chances.
But we're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems for both of these teams.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Hungary.
Okay, national anthems have been played, and we are just 3.5 minutes away from the opening tip of this first game here in Group C in Niš, third largest city in Serbia.
The referees for this game are Mario Romania,
in this part of the world this time of year.
It's going to be
inside the arena.
Esperanza Mendoza from Spain.
Marius Julian from Romania, Andrada Monica Sender also to the left there, and Esperanza Mendoza from Spain. They will be doing the refereeing today. We'll also get a look at the rosters and the starting fives for both of these teams. Of course, action already underway in other parts. We'll talk more about that later. Here's Slovenia. And Shona, who jumps off the sheet for you there for Coach Damir Grgic?
I mean, it has to be Oblak. She's one of the leaders of this team. She has EuroLeague experience playing in Final Four EuroLeague experience playing for Chaperon. There you see her. She's starting at guard. We have Anna Maria Prejel, Baric also, you know, you recognize her name from ECAT, Lisic, and Evans. Shantae Evans has been with them for the last 2 years now. She's someone who they desperately need because they don't have a lot of height. And here we have Oblak. She was the leader for them at their 2019 qualifying rounds. Averaged double digits for them in 2017. You know, she, like I said, she started for USK Praha this year. That was a team that made it to the women's Final Four of the EuroLeague. So she is very experienced. I think she's going to be someone who they need and needs in the sense of she needs to score, but she also needs to be a leader for them.
Now for Hungary coach Norbert Sike, a very important face has appeared in this team.
Yeah, and that's Yvonne Turner. Those who follow women's basketball know her name. She's played in Chaperon the last 3 years. She's been to 2 Final Four, EuroLeague Final Fours on the way back. Here we have their starting five, Rakštanja, Struder. That's a young player for them who was excellent at the youth level. We have Varga, Turner, Hatar. I think this is actually a pretty equal matchup for me. And then you have Yvonne Turner. I mean, this is her first competition with them, and you never know how they integrate because she hasn't had a lot of practice time with them. But as far as the fact, as some naturalized players go, she's been around, she knows these women because she has played in Hungary for so long. So they know her, she's comfortable with them, she's comfortable with the language. So I don't think it'll be like some other naturalized players that we see playing for some of these European countries.
Yeah, Norbert went to great lengths yesterday to speak about it. Damir Grgic, the coach of Slovenia, who was there for that fun ride a couple of years ago for Slovenia, where they got a win, and they also lost a heartbreaker. France didn't advance. Norbert Sike, the Hungary coach, he says the results are always number one, the most important thing, but for Hungary also, they have that bigger picture of knowing that they need to build for the future. So tempered enthusiasm.
Yeah, they do, and I think that's why you see him starting Studer, who like I said, in 2018 at the U20 EuroBasket European Championships, under 20 European Championships, she averaged over 17 points, but what's even more eye-popping is she had over 7 assists a game. So she is definitely someone who, I know it was at the younger levels, but she had a great 2019 qualification round for them. And this is what the Hungarian coach is looking at. He's looking at what are these young players, early 20s, going to be able to do at the senior level. And he's giving them an opportunity to start and play, which I think is great. And that shows you he's looking to the future.
Well, welcome folks to Niš, Serbia. This is the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2019 Group C game between Slovenia and Hungary, and is Hungary winning the opening tip, and already Studer getting inside, taking the bump and scoring.
Yeah, and you know, I talked about her assists because I think that's what's a little bit more impressive about her. At such a young age, she already feels and reads the game so well, but clearly first play of the game, she's proven that she can also score. So it's difficult. How do you shut down someone's scoring ability when they're such a great passer and are going to get their teammates open looks?
Mika Barnes is like, I'm just standing here watching this play with the three-point play. I guess you'd say a dream start for the young Studer and also this Hungary team. They did get to the qualification for the quarterfinals last time, 2 years ago. Barnes. Slovenia did not, but Hungary did. Now air ball. Evans gets the rebound. Lisec gets it and scores on the baseline. Who had some big games in the qualifiers.
Yeah, she actually led.
Turner drives in. Oh, that's been their favorite spot on the court. 2 baskets.
You know, talking about Hatar, she actually led all players in the qualification round in field goal percentage at just over 67%. So clearly, if she catches the ball close to the basket, majority of the time it's going in.
Black drills the 3. Well, the guards in this game already making the headlines. Scoring the points. Driving in. Rakshani over in the corner. And the basket is good from Varga.
2 points. Number 10.
I mean, I think it's pretty easy to say that so far this has been an exciting game.
Evans whips it to the corner. Oblak over to Lisec. Gets in the lane, goes up with the left hand, was blocked by Hatar. Evans grabs it though. And some loose balls being collected by Slovenia. And they're taking advantage. Studer. Offensive foul. And the call against Varga. Here's Studer again. So they said that she was moving. Not Studer, but Varga.
You know, that's one of those, as a post player and as a screener, you maybe want to tell your guard, hey, wait for me until I get there. Because if you don't, it's a moving screen on my part.
Oblak. Another offensive rebound. Note the ball fumbled out of bounds. Not able to be corralled there by Evans. And back to Hungary. 7 apiece. Hatar had 3 double-doubles in points and rebounds in the successful qualification campaign. Here she is, not able to corral that one. Badic comes up to midcourt and fouled by Agnes Studer. There's another look.
First personal foul, number 9, Agnes Studer.
Now Badic. Hands it off. Still in her mid-20s. There's Lisec. Drives in, scores with the left hand, and also draws the foul. So she will go to the line.
I think that was just great coverage. And also wonderful, you see it here. She went over to go set the on-ball screen, but instead sees the mismatch opportunity and decides to slip it. And an and one. I mean, that was honestly beautifully executed offense.
Well, she's been a force so far today and misses the free throw, however. Here's Yvonne Turner pushing it quickly. She says, I'm going all the way, and Evans reaches in and blocks it. Knocks it out of bounds. So there's still plenty of time on the shot clock.
Yeah, that was just a good job by Evans getting her hand on the ball.
Hatar putting up the long one there. Oblak chased down from behind. Oblak played for Prague. He talked about it at the EuroLeague Women Final Four. Yvonne Turner was there as well with host Chopran.
Hatar was there, who just pulled down the rebounds. I mean, there's a few people who have some, you know, Baric was there with ECAT. There are a few people on the floor right now who have some incredible basketball experience just from this past year alone.
Varga back out on the perimeter to Studer. Studer trying to dribble the ball in front of Oblak, and she just takes it right away. And now she races down the court, behind the back pass. She's swatted by Bernadette Hatar, but Hatar called for the foul. A bit of showtime from Oblak.
Personal foul number 9, Agnes
Slovenian fans have really come out to support their team. Look at that behind the back pass. And Hatar not liking the call. So for the most part, they've let him play today.
And that was a great pass by Oblak, but I also think the hands that Yvonne Turner, that Shantae Evans has, she was able to catch that ball in transition, going full speed with defense in a crowded area and still be able to go up for the layup and draw the foul. I mean, even in her offensive rebound we saw, she has great hands, and she just sticks to the play, is aggressive the entire time.
Slovenia won their first 5 qualification games before falling to France in their last one, but they'd already punched their ticket to the EuroBasket women by that point. Now Hungary do a good job getting the ball inside. Another foul called. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Maria Perez, number 6,
Call for the
personal
foul
foul.
coming over from behind. Rakhshani on the baseline. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Hungary ball again with 14.
We just saw Rakhshani go up to the two-pointer there, but actually in the qualifications, she shot over 50% from 3. She was 11 of 21 from the three-point land. So that's something that Slovenia knows, have scouted, and said we need to run her up the three-point line and get her to shoot pull-ups or go to the basket and try and have help.
Well, Varga again in that same spot on the floor, that layup on the right side, and they get some joy. She's fouled by Lisic.
First personal foul number 12, Eva Lisic.
And that was one of those, I think she's right, didn't make too much contact, but slightly, looks out of position there. And more times than not, the attacking player is going to get that call.
Yeah, I think Varga from Hungary did a great job of kind of getting position, knew that she had her on her back. And maybe it wasn't that big of a foul, but from the ref's perspective and where they are on the court, you saw her lean over. Maybe she didn't touch her, but you both saw it.
Oblak drills a 3. She's come out firing, folks. She's got the name. Today she certainly has the game. Biggest lead now for Slovenia, 5 points, and Hungary not playing that badly. Hatar on the baseline, that is a soft shot.
It is, you don't typically see, I would say, that kind of shooting form from a big like Hatar, but she made 67% of her shots, so clearly she's a shooter.
Evans gets down low. Took advantage of the mismatch against Rakhshani, and Hatar was there but didn't go for the block. Rakhshani hands it off. Studer. No look into Varga. Krashel's guarding her. Back out to Studer. And now up ahead again. And this has drives in and is fouled by Bernadette Hatar.
Which for me, if I'm Hatar, I know you want to play every ball and you want to try and prevent easy baskets, and that was a fast break opportunity for Slovenia, but that's her second foul. And I mean, it goes both ways for Slovenia. Can you see that as a foul? I think she should have let that go. And that's her second foul. Now you see her on the bench, and I do think actually for both these teams, their weaknesses is the center post position. So you can't afford 2 early fouls first 6 minutes into the game.
Well, Slovenia continue to pour in the points already today. Sweden in Group B winning convincingly over Montenegro, 67 to 51. That was Group B, and also in Group B, France wins 74-61 over the Czech Republic. Ball goes out of bounds after the miss, and will stay at this end. Baseline and the foul, and you don't want to foul the jump shooter.
No, and you also don't want to put them onto the line. Every foul from here on out, even if it's a shot or not a shot for Slovenia in this quarter, is going to be 2 free throws. And that's something Hungary has to realize and say, okay, you know what, we still have 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. We don't necessarily have the deepest of benches. We can't afford to just give up fouls like that.
One of 2, and this time the ball rebounded by the veteran Horty. Took a break from the national team while starting a family, and now back in the national team. They're getting some minutes here in the first quarter. Here's Horty, backs away in and puts it up, and that was a very important basket. Slovenia is threatening to open up a huge lead here. All that momentum. Baric drives in, and despite it looking like she had the ball blocked, still made the layup. Former FIBA Europe Young Player of the Year. Now Yvonne Turner. The ball rattles out, and Sike is going to get a timeout next to that ball. So the pass goes off the hands of Slovenia, and we've got a break in play as Norbert Sike calls the timeout. Marcels couldn't quite catch that.
Lefele, készülj föl arra, hogy neked ide kell jönnöd és védekezned, utána pedig a másik oldalról besegítés. Hogyha váltás van, véletlenül sem hagyjuk ott a Krisztát a magassal, hanem menjünk oda csapdázni. Értitek? Nincs mese, gyűrű alatt van, mismatch van, csapdázni kell.
The assists and the turnovers for both of these teams. Much more their way.
Seven assists already in the first quarter. We still have 3 minutes left for Slovenia is an excellent stat, and I think it shows you how strong their backcourt is. You know, with Baric, they are they're still young. They're late 20s, early 30s, but they have the experience. They know how to run the game. They know how to play. They've played on the top teams in Europe in the club seasons. Baric has been in ECAP for the last 4 years, Spartak before that, so she obviously has a lot of experience playing with some of the best. And that's showing for the Slovenia team. 20 points with 3 minutes remaining is a lot. I'm just wondering if both these teams can keep up the pace that we've seen so far.
Yvonne Turner fouled before she made the pass by Oblak. So right now it's Deborah Dubay, Kristina Rakshani, Yvonne Turner, and Zsofia Varga. And for Hungary, for Slovenia is Baric, Evans, Lisec, Oblak, and Presel. Now, Yvonne Turner again splits the defense and earns a foul, and that could be new development here with Turner.
We saw Coach Norbert. There you see the foul. I think it's actually more on Evans pushing her.
Slovenia number 6 foul, number 13 and 8.
Presses goes out. Kisech comes back into the game. And Hatar also back into the game.
This is what I mean. They're not deep in the post position, so you got to give Varga a rest. You have to. It's a long game. This game is important. Both these teams want to try and get the win, and that's what I was talking about. You have to know that as a player as well. Okay, you know what? We're not deep in this position. I need to watch. You still got to play aggressive, but you can't, in my opinion, that second foul for Hatar, she should have just let the lay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Hungary get it back to 5 with the free throws, and with their 2 bigs in the game, you wonder if they're going to go down low to them next time down, particularly Horty, who looked really tough on that one move. Oblak, though, gets in and just shoots right over Hatar.
I think that's good recognition by Oblak as well, saying, you know, if I go after Hatar, maybe she'll block me here and there, but then she's got to kind of swipe and jump, and maybe you'll force her into that 3rd foul as well.
Turner, oh, that's just shaking and baking right there from Yvonne Turner. You just get the feeling looking at her in this last couple of minutes that she feels like she can go to the rack.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw Coach Norrad of Hungary in the timeout show you, hey, we need to set screens for Turner, and we need to let her go and attack and create for us on offense.
And that time Hatar got the swat, but I think a little bit of a collision with her teammate, Dubé. Watch this. Oh, it wasn't. She just wasn't able to corral it. That's the skill. It's great to get the block, but it's even better when you get the block and the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Norbert Sike saying yesterday how as Rakshani goes out, how he really does think Bernadette Hatar has a huge upside for the future. They're looking for her to develop, to continue to develop. Of course, get Dorka Juras in this lineup for Hungary, and they'll be even more potent. Here's Nika Banic. And the rebound. Dorka Juras was, looking to be in this team and to be a real weapon for Hungary, but got injured during the preparations and returned to the U.S. where she's plays for Ohio State for the Buckeyes. Now the ball turned over and quickly to the other end, and the miss. And now Von Turner has it for Hungary. Jakavina was the person who missed that shot. Now from deep, Hungary. Lelik. So free throws coming for Hungary, and Horty. Came while she was being boxed out on Jakavina. So Horty, the veteran, goes to the line and makes the first one. What a great story, her coming back into the national team, and clearly you can see her value coming off the bench here in this first quarter.
Yeah, and I think just her, she only has 4 points so far, but right away, as soon as she checked in, she set a screen, she rolled, she realized she had a mismatch. They did a great job of getting her the ball. She was able to shoot over Evans from Slovenia, who's a little shorter than her. And you can just see it in her communication and her talking to her teammates that she is the leader of this team. And she is a veteran, and they know that. They look at her, they respect her. When she talks, they listen to what she says.
Well, she's got a lot of experience, no doubt, and a foul out on the perimeter. We talk about those players with EuroLeague women experience, and she's one of them.
I mean, this Hungarian team, Hungary has an excellent league. They really do. They have a few teams EuroLeague. They have a few more teams who are EuroCup. So a lot of these women do have great experience all year round playing in Hungary, in the leagues that they play in, on the teams. I mean, you talk about Hatar. Yeah, she plays in she's played in Shopron the last 4 years, hasn't played big minutes, but just going up against some of the best every day in practice as well makes her a better player.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, they hosted the EuroLeague Women Final Four this year in Shopron, and that was just something amazing. You see the atmosphere in that town, the love for women's basketball. Here's Hathar fouled while she's shooting on the baseline. It really does show that she has that soft touch.
And you know what? I think it's a great advantage that Hungary has right now. You have Hathar, you have Porti, who are significantly taller than the people trying to defend them from Slovenia. So they do have an advantage. If I'm Hungary right now for the last 45 seconds, I'm trying to go inside as much as I can.
He was fouled by Gorsuch. He's just coming in off the bench. Now Badic. Three-point attempt, no good. Again, though, Slovenia able to get the rebound, another look.
And Hungary was kind of in a matchup zone that last time, and what coaches always tell you is you have to box out and rebound even when you're playing zone.
Well, that's going to be short. This time they get it. Will they hold it for one? Studer has it and shows her savvy, despite being young, does the right thing by pulling it out to hold it for the last shot. Dubé gets a bump. Well, she goes hard to the basket. I think she may have committed a foul. I think maybe a little bit out of control. And Norbert Czeki said, don't worry about it. I like to see you being aggressive, but this is perhaps not what the doctor ordered. What? She misses the shot. She tripped up.
I understand why the ref called that. And that's another young player for Coach Norbert. Dubé, only 22 years old this year. You're gonna have calls like that. It's not the best because you just let them go down, go to the free throw line, get 2-point opportunity, but you need to learn. You need to play through these situations.
There's just 3 seconds left. Dubé is going to put it up from a long way, and it's going to be short. We saw them practicing. Well, we saw them taking some of those yesterday. I won't say practicing. 25-22, Slovenia lead Hungary at the end of one here in Niš.
Most nincs benne két magas lehet, hogy valamelyik visszajön. Játsszuk a kedvesre, vagy az
from 2-point. Haven't made any threes for Hungary, but I'm not too concerned by that when you're shooting 64% from 2. Clearly the 2 is falling for you, and that's what they started to go in. They realized they had an opportunity.
Shona, what is the biggest surprise, if there are any, for you from this first quarter? I know what mine is.
Honestly, I'm surprised at the pace of this game. I know neither of these teams, I would say, are really post-dominant, so they are looking to run. The guards are looking to run, but 22 points and 25 points from Hungary and Slovenia in the first quarter. We're looking at a 100-point game. Yeah. Either team could have a 100-point game, and I like it. It's enjoyable. It's very fun to watch. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep it up.
Yeah, I think that is a great observation. You talk about two teams, possibly Slovenia coming into this with a little bit bigger reputation. But yeah, they have really offensively exceeded expectations. And particularly for me, Bernadette Hathar. I did not expect her to come out and knock down those mid-range jump shots. She's a weapon.
Yeah, and she has a height advantage, and I think it's great that they are looking to her, and she's shooting it with confidence.
And another surprise, it looked like Hungary were almost on the ropes there. They came back nice, cut it to 1, and actually had a chance to take the lead, but here they are down 3. And Hathar goes up, and the more you watch her play, the more you see the possibilities of what she can bring for Hungarian basketball. Too hard. It's the right idea.
It is the right idea, and if Tar had been able to catch it, it actually would have been an easy 2 points.
It's what Norbert Sike said, you know, we are going to get her the ball, but we've got to get it to her in the right positions, and you know, we got to make it so she can catch it. The turnover. Studer. Dubé. Right now you feel like Hungary growing in self-belief. Atar. Forty over to Dubé. Great defense by Slovenia's number 10, Tina Jakovina.
And you know, I talked about the pace and how I'm surprised that Slovenia have already put up 25 points. Jeff, they never scored more than 70 in the last EuroBasket. So for them to already have 25, I mean, they're already going to break their own record for most points in a game for Slovenia at a EuroBasket. So clearly this is a team that I think had a chance to win one more game at the last one, maybe move on to, you know, the qualification for the quarterfinals. But they're 2 years more experienced, and that's showing here today.
Christos picks up the foul. And now Turner's back in the game. The floor general. Bottled lightning. And now a turnover, battling for position. The foul called on Orti.
Personal foul number 11.
Just scrapping away in the paint. He might have been able to call that on either player or let it go. Oblak clearly one of the class players for Slovenia back in the game. Friskovets over to Lisek. She's long. And Studer. This time the ball goes off the hands. Again, it's the right idea. Orti, again, this time not able to catch it.
Yeah. It was a good look. It was definitely the right idea. I think Orti just didn't have her balance yet. She wasn't able to get a good hand, 2 hands on the ball to be able to go up. It was a difficult pass. I mean, if she had caught that, you and I would have said, wow.
You're right. Well, nice drive. Friskovets. Back up to a 5-point advantage now. Studer looked. Now Orti not afraid to put it up. Friskovets with the rebound. They've got some players that can rebound and run, don't they? Friskovets is one of them. Oblak, nice dunk down low to Lisek!
You know, I think that was a great pass, but it was also a great catch and gather by Lisek, because she was double teamed there, but she was able to gather, keep the ball high. There were 2 guards on her who tried to come and take the ball away, and just to have that realization, oh, you know what, I have a height advantage, I'm going to keep the ball high, I'm going to score.
Shani banks it in. I think she called that. Oblak right down the paint.
That was just, if you watch that from the beginning, that was beautiful ball handling and a nice finish with her left hand, her offhand as well.
Why do you think Slovenia are able to get so much joy out of their penetration today? Because they have gotten what they wanted driving to the basket.
And it's beautiful basketball.
Foul on Oblak.
And, you know, again, I think that reach in by Oblak, that's her 2nd foul. She has 10 points for the Slovenian team. Turner wasn't going anywhere. She wasn't going to the basket. She was running, you know, okay, she was on the left-hand side, but she wasn't going score. I think it's a silly foul when you're a leader and one of the best players.
Now they've picked up another one, and very soon Hungary are going to be shooting free throws.
We saw Slovenia shooting free throw. They were in bonus with 4 minutes left in the first, and now
she can't give up on a Hatar. She does. It's a middle mistake, and leads to a layup for Slovenia.
Yeah, and you talk about mental mistake, and I think that might also have to do with a little bit of fatigue. I mean, these players have already played a lot of minutes so far, and you still have 25 and a half minutes left in the game.
I would not be surprised if Norbert Sike gives Hatar the hairdryer treatment for this right here. He just stopped, didn't chase back and get the ball, and it led to a layup for Lisic.
Look at this. I mean, this Slovenian team, that's what you like to see. That's what, they know they have to do everything to get a win. And hustling and making a play like that is what can separate you at the end of the game.
10 turnovers, that's a real problem for Hungary. And those 2 points on that turnover. Now they have 5 fast break points. Slovenia.
10 turnovers is just way too many. We still have 5 minutes left in the second quarter. You don't want to average 25, 30 turnovers a game. So that's something that they're going to have to address. And that's what's leading to this great field goal percentage. 50% from Slovenia, 18 points in the first in the paint. Those are the reasons. It's because they're able to get kind of, that transition, semi-transition type scores. And it's because of the pace that they're playing, which I think is great. It's exciting. The 9-point stat from Lisic, who just that hustle play, I think is going to be a reminder. Now we see her hit a 2-point baseline jumper.
And the first double-digit lead of the game now, and it's owned by Slovenia, who come out firing here in this second quarter. Coming up on the midway point. And Rakshani drives, gets blocked, but Hatar there for the putback, and she's fouled.
And, we see Slovenia with an 11-point lead right now, but it's exactly what they did in the first quarter. They came out great. They jumped up to a little bit of a lead, but then Hungary kept their cool and came back. And I think that's what we're going to see. We see Hatar there staying with the ball, staying with the rebound, and able to get to the free throw line for an opportunity for 2 points.
You feel right now Hungary are teetering, don't you? So this is a crucial part of the game for them. They don't want to fall too far behind before halftime. This is now or never time for them. Just 1 of 2 for Hatar. They have been perfect at the line before that, so that's their first miss in 10 attempts. Lisic from deep, follows up the shot, and a break for Hungary as Lisic missed it. Hatar has it down low and drives in again, and she's a real weapon, folks. Once she has the ball in her hands, look out.
She is, and she's already played over 11 minutes in this game. She only averages around 9 minutes during the regular season.
And there she gets the block and forces the turnover. And Turner just explodes. Hatar hustles down. Great effort by Hatar that time.
You know what? I bet Coach Norbert said something to her after she didn't hustle back, and Slovenia was able to get, Lisic was able to hustle down, get that. Hatar thought the ball was going to go in the backcourt and it was going to go out of bounds. Lisic hustled down, gets to early points. I bet you she was talking to in the timeout and said, hey, you need to pick it up. This is do or die for us. Every game counts. And that's what she's come out and started to do since that mental mistake she made a few minutes ago.
foul called. Can Slovenia lower the boom here over the final 4 minutes? Atar goes out, Horty comes back in. Atar's looks like she's going to the changing room. I don't know if she needs a bathroom break or some treatment. She does have those 2 fouls. A jump shot attempt, and Lisec goes up, not able to bring it down. From a rebounding standpoint, 17 rebounds for Hungary, just 12 for Slovenia, but Slovenia do have 6 offensive rebounds.
Which, you know, if you think about it, for Hungary to only be down 8 points, they have those 10 turnovers and they've given up 6 offensive rebounds. It's actually not that bad. If you break it down and look at those little mistakes that I think that they've already made, to only be down 8, you have to feel okay.
Shiny at the line. Lisec with the board. Quick outlet pass. Now Evans, who's back in, goes under for the reverse, misses. And Horty did a great job of knocking the ball out of the hands, I think, of Evans, and then Evans commits the foul. Watch this. I think Studer did a good job of selling it.
I think she sold it a little. I think from a ref standpoint, that was an aggressive slap by Evans. Even if it was ball, it was very aggressive, and I think it was almost a little retaliation. I think Evans thought that she was fouled, one on the catch and then on her reverse layup attempt as well, and she was frustrated. It's kind of one of those frustration moves.
And trying to really, you know, those early fouls that were picked up by Slovenia, now they're here in the bonus. Clock is stopped. They're at the free throw line where they've been making their free throws, and they've got a chance to chip away. Studer makes both free throws. So they've done an excellent job at the line today, making 11 of their 12 free throws.
And to already have been 12 times is quite a lot as well. So you don't really, you know, if you're Slovenia, you don't want to give them any more chances.
A great double team there. And forcing the turnover. And that was number 51 for Hungary, Dorina Zele, who helped out Horty. Watch this. Got a hand on the ball. May have actually been more contact though on that play than there was when Evans knocked the ball away.
Yeah, you know, I think maybe the refs could have called a foul there because there was a lot of arm with the ball. But we've seen this already in you know, the first and second quarter here. The refs are letting them play.
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job. I don't have a problem with what I'm saying.
It's even. You know, if it was one-sided, yeah, that's when coaches, you know, can start to complain. But I think they're letting things go and letting them be aggressive both sides.
There's a full court pressure there. Hungary beat it. Dorina Zele. Horty now gets it over to Yvonne Turner. Nebraska. The Cornhusker State. Studer from deep. Hits a three. Boy, that is big time. Goodness me. For the second time in the game, Hungary reeling. That's all they've done. They've come back and reeled it back in.
And I'm not sure if that's a little bit of a mental breakdown by Baric there going underneath. It was a retake.
Ne moramo pušati da nam djelaju sjeni. They cannot lose 4-0, 6-0. It cannot be.
Second chance points, bench points, even.
3 down. Hey, watch out pass and watch out open shooter, okay? Here. Može. Ajmo, daj. Sad pametno, vamo šenka.
Ott az emberekkel. Jó, saját emberekkel. Jó, szétszó. Jó, támadásban.
Turnovers there now. 11 for Hungary and only 3 for Slovenia. To be down 3 points with 11 turnovers in the first half. It's not bad. See here you saw it was a repick. We didn't see the beginning of that action, but she used the screen and then came around and used an on-ball screen again. And you saw Baric go under the second one there. And Studer, I mean, she shot 10 of 21 in the qualifications for this tournament, averaged 10 points. In my opinion, I think that's a breakdown. You've got to go over that screen. You can't give up a wide open three-pointer to a three-point shooter.
Evans gets it down low. Boy, coming right out of the timeout to get that type of shot. He's going to make the coach happy. They've actually put the wrong points on the board. They gave the points to Hungary. It should be 37-33. And I think they're going to straighten it out. Now they've put Hungary in front. They need to straighten things out here. That's actually correct, the graphic that you're looking at.
So it should be 32-37, I believe.
37-32, yeah. Studer's three-pointer made it 35-32.
Oh, so it's 35-37?
And then, no, 35-32, and then Evans came down and scored to make it 37-32. So that's correct. There's a bump out on the perimeter. Well, we talked about Bernadette Hattar driving, or rather leading quickly from the court. Maybe wasn't feeling well. Maybe even got sick in the tunnel. Had to get something to eat. She's back on the bench now.
We mentioned before the game started, it is warm here.
Well, the drive and the bump, another foul outside on Hungary, and free throws now for Slovenia. Again, you know, you talk about the consistency of that call. Yvonne Turner got it at one end, and now Slovenia get it at the other. But Marcel misses the free throw.
But again, you know, this is your 1-2 guard. I think Turner and Studer, whoever brings the ball up is absolutely fine. But that's Studer's third foul, and you can't do that in a tight game. You have to be aware of your value on the team.
Sure.
And I mean, 3 fouls in the first half. That's just it's not acceptable. I know Studer is young, great youth level player. She's already.
Oh, what an answer though from number 18 for Hungary, Rika Lelic.
Well, I mean, I guess if she goes out and the replacement comes in and does that, it's absolutely fine. But really, like 3 fouls, you have to know that your team needs you, and you can't afford to get a third foul with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
All Black dumps it to Lisec, who goes to work, turns, and this is the shot. She's in great position. Horty gets it to Yvonne Turner, who takes the bump, and Evans hustles down and knocks the pass away. Great hustle by the Slovenian big. Shiny. Steer out of the game. One less weapon on offense. And when you've got this player, Turner, you know that she can create. Oh, beautiful pass! What a play! What composure! And what a finish from Dorina Zele. Here it is again, right at the end of the shot clock.
Look at this. It was actually pretty good defense all around by Slovenia, but Turner is just that good. Here you see Evans get a little touch on it. She's able to keep her handle. She's able to get a bump, make a pass with her left hand. I don't even know how she saw that, to be honest.
Look at the coaching staff for Hungary.
Štiri na Lijuta. Jasno. Probaš dobiti žogo, probaš šet moć unutar prostor, dobiti malo, bonus. Ok? Ej. Nem arról, hogy mit korsáltál, ajmo.
Most hülye faul! Emberfogással védekezünk! Emberrel! Hajj, egy-két állom!
Well, decided edge on the boards for Hungary. You saw there with those stats, both teams struggling from three-point range, but Yvonne Turner with those 6 points and 4 assists. And what I like about it, Shona, is she's not forcing anything in terms of her shot. You know, she is a scoring point guard who has a passing point guard's mentality. I mean, she can do it all.
Yeah, she really is. And that's why they naturalized her. And they brought her in. They know her value. They've seen her value playing with the last 3 years with Chaperon, 2 years in a row at the Final Four.
Oh, beautiful defense from Hungary. Slovenian fans, they outnumber the Hungarian fans here, and they're probably a little bit surprised the way that Hungary have come back, and now Turner puts it up. Boy, that would have put Hungary in front. Into Evans, getting bumped by Zele. Over to a wide open Lisec at the line. Doesn't get the shooter's bounce. And then an offensive foul. Crashing the boards.
Trying to follow the shots.
So Hungary here with an opportunity to tie the basketball game. Again, watch the fight for the rebound after she misses the shot. She goes in. Evans in there scrapping away with Horty.
Actually, it looks like Evans.
I think it looked like Horty to me. He got a push. Maybe got away with a push. But yeah, they called the foul on Evans. So yeah, that makes sense.
It looks like Evans kind
They
of...
caught it early. Kind of cleared her out.
Yeah. It's that classic move that I feel like most players are taught. They kind of know how to hook each other. And sometimes you get caught, sometimes you don't.
It's a rarity for Hungary going to the line and not making one free throw. They made most of them today. Now Slovenia quite possibly could hold it for the last shot. And a foul called. So now Slovenia will get free throws. So a few times Hungary have had the opportunity to pull even or take the lead. And the foul was called on Lelic. So Nika Baric been very quiet first half for Baric. This is the first free throw.
You know, you and I saw them practicing yesterday, and we didn't see that tape on her right hand in practice. So I'm not sure if something happened in practice. Maybe it was a lighter practice, so she felt like she didn't need to tape whatever's going on, but it's a lot of tape on your shooting.
That's a good point. Well, Hungary going to try to hold it for one here. Yvonne Turner gets in the lane, puts it up. No, she's trying. I don't know if she was trying to pass or shoot it. She's saying she was hit. Referee says, let's go to the bench. Let's go to halftime. 3-point lead for Slovenia. 39-36 at halftime.
Great shooting percentage by both teams, really. Neither are shooting the three-pointer extremely well, but they've also been to the line a lot, and I think that's what's keeping Hungary in the game. Hungary, you know, they've both given up 6 offensive rebounds, 9 assists. The biggest thing for me if I'm Hungary is the turnovers. And here you see, you know, we saw Hatar with those 8 points, Lisec 11 for Slovenia. You know, Oblak had those 8 points in the first quarter. She slowed down, cooled off a little bit in the second, but so far, it's been a great game. I think it's been exciting. I think it's been, for two teams that, you know, Hungary barely qualified for this event. Slovenia did, but this is only their second time at a EuroBasket event. You know, they're not, men's team is known for basketball, but the women's team isn't really known for basketball in Slovenia yet. And I think they've been incredibly exciting to watch. They came out early in the first and second quarter. Hungary did a good job of staying cool, staying calm, and going on a run themselves. And, you know, those who have been watching, this has absolutely been a basketball game that's all about the runs, and it's been fun to watch.
Well, couldn't have said it any better myself. So 39-36. Shona and I will take a break, and we'll be right back before the start of the second half.
Now we have t-shirt launcher on the court. Get ready, please. Oh, we have a little girl winner. One more.
2-on-1. Oh, Valdez!
The big flop.
Milovanovic, who at the moment is just carrying Serbia at both ends. Leaves Spano on the floor and goes coast to coast. If you need a leader, they have one.
Spins, gets around, puts it up in. This is A-star quality. Torrance goes in. Oh, goodness me. The length of Torrance.
Oh.
He finds Mete, and then Kristinaki steps in. Now she's got a break. Tetuan's going to try to catch her. Oh, she rejects her. Sends it over to row 8. So 39-36, Slovenia on top of Hungary. Teja Oblak, you can see she's had quite an impact today for Slovenia. That's no surprise because 10 points and 3 assists.
Yeah, and you know, I think she's a big reason why Slovenia has that small 3-point lead. She did have the early 8 points in the first quarter. She did slow down a little bit in the second. But, you know, we didn't really see her shoot the ball much in the second quarter. I think it was just, you know, less aggressiveness on her part. And then here we have Bernadette Hazard, who 8 points, 3 of 4 shooting, 7 rebounds. She almost has a double-double at halftime. And, you know, Coach Norbert was saying she has a lot of upside. And thinks that she is only going to get better. And what a great start, I think, for a young player who hasn't played a ton of minutes on their pro team, their club team during the year. Yeah, she has been around, you know, for this Hungarian team for a few years now, a few EuroBaskets, but I wouldn't say she's never been, you know, the center, and now she's getting an opportunity, and I think she's doing a great job of taking on that role.
Yeah, and I have to say that Norma Sinke perhaps played down her capabilities a little bit, talking to her yesterday, saying that she knows where she needs to be, and she knows, you know, she's got the mind for the game, but you know, I thought he was kind of suggesting that she might have her struggles, but really she might have the best jump shot on the court today.
Absolutely. I was just about to say that shooter's touch from a big player, her height, that we've already seen, you know, knocking down shots from the outside the paint. She did shoot, keep in mind, she shot 67% during the qualifiers to make it to this round. So she's clearly capable of scoring and is very efficient at it. So I think it's a great start. I just, you know, I talked earlier at the end of the first quarter about the pace.
És a Réka. Hey! Nagyon fontos. A Boni megy az oblákkal most. Ugye? Ki kell írni, ahogy csak lehet. Az a kulcs, hogy ott a picker ott megállítsuk. Tehát ő fogja már megpróbálja meg úgy üldözni, hogy ne kapja meg a labdát. Ugye? Utána pedig magasan fölvenni a picker. Hajmo! Életbe!
There's Rasho Nesterovic, on the left there, the former star of Slovenia's national team, or one of the many stars, the former captain for so many years. Of course, now Rasho Nesterovic heavily involved in Slovenian basketball with their federation. And, actually, is the Secretary General. So he was sitting there with Matej Javic, the president. So we just saw two of the heavyweights in that federation. And of course, Rasho Nesterovic. Do you remember him?
I don't.
He was also played in the NBA for many years. And I believe he signed off from the national team at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament back in 2008 in Athens, if memory serves me correctly. But anyway, second half action underway. And it's Hungary with an opportunity to start things off. Here's Hatar. And Zele drives in and fouled on the perimeter by Lisec. Wow.
And you know, I've been talking all game. I was talking the first half where I think fouls in a team, for both these teams who are not necessarily deep on the bench, any foul by your starters is very significant.
Well, missing down low. But scrapping away and trying to get the ball back was Hungary's number 18, Lelic. Probably a reverse layup that she would like to have back and to do it again. So missed opportunities, and now Oblak and Slovenia bring it the other way. And the dump and the foul could be unsportsmanlike. Certainly Slovenia are appealing for it, and maybe they go over and look at it. Yep, they are. They're going to go look at it. And was it on Rakshani? That's the question.
I think it...
The last foul, what we call.
Okay, so we can hear the referee.
My opinion, here, I want to see this is better.
I don't think they're going to call it on that evidence.
Go. Yes. Huh?
Can you put also that?
Please, because it's
From both sides, from
it's unsportsmanlike, I call it. Eh?
Okay,
Who is the number? Who is the number? The number?
Are they going to call it?
I think they are.
Number 5.
Yeah.
So they have called it.
White.
I didn't think they were going to call it because I thought her hand was in there and then the motion began. But.
So at the beginning, I don't think it was unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
I think it was a foul, but I think she was definitely going for the ball. But at the end, you saw her grab the arm. And I think that's, they're looking at the end of the play and saying, well, the continuation of it, you clearly grabbed her arm, and you have to be careful about that. And refs now have the advantage of going to replay and making the correct decision. And now, I keep talking about these foul situations, and I think 3 fouls in the first 45 seconds of this third quarter by both these teams combined, is not good.
Oh, that is big from Nika Baric, the three-pointer.
And exactly, you just saw an unsportsmanlike foul, which gave 2 free throws, and then they made a 3. They got another foul call and a 3. And that really, then who do you go to? Hotar, who just has a great advantage over Evans. But, that last sequence for Slovenia and the mental breakdowns by Hungary, I think is incredibly costly.
But the mental toughness of Hotar to be able to go down and immediately want the ball.
I like the confidence. I think it's just she's playing with confidence right now. She knows her skill level. She knows her height advantage.
Evans now strikes inside the arc. Certainly Slovenia had the bit between the teeth. They're going for it.
We talked at the beginning of this game, Jeff, every game in this tournament matters. And I said, good job there, staying for the rebound.
Ball batted out by Slovenia. One thing we haven't talked about, unless I forgot it, was that you get a top 6 finish when you go to a FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. So,
yeah. So you have to make it out of group play to give yourself a chance to do that. And really, I cannot tell you, the other 2 teams in this group are Turkey and Italy, and I'm not sure how I would place those 4 teams. So, a win here by Slovenia.
Oh, tough finish from Oblak.
A win here almost could possibly guarantee you a chance to at least move on in this tournament to that quarterfinal qualification.
Driving down low, the miss. The ball goes off of Hotar. And again, another chance for Baric and Slovenia. Prešec puts it up from deep. And we're seeing Slovenia now catch fire. And their biggest lead of the game, 13 points.
The last time Slovenia went on a run, they had an 11-point lead, Jeff. And Hungary came back and went on an 8-0 run themselves and ended up just being down 3 points going into the halftime. So they needed to call a timeout. They needed to stop the bleeding a little bit. And, let's see what's going to happen out of this timeout.
Vezes, tehát fusson befelé. Kriszta, te legyél be. És abból utána jön a handoff-kal az Ági, gyorsan fel a Dorinának, sarkkal szembe, és abból a Betty, hopp, kapd el hátrafelé, Kriszta, egy jó elzár.
Well, Shona, it has been 3 jump shots, really, that have kind of taken command here for Slovenia. Baric hit a 3-pointer. Evans hit a long 2 just in front of the arc. And following that, Prešec hit a 3. And just like that, those 8 points coming from those jumpers, and it's a 13-point advantage.
Really, Jeff, on that one unsportsmanlike play from
Rakshani?
Yes, her name. They had 2 fouls in that possession, 2 free throws, and they hit a 3-pointer. That's incredibly costly.
And that was really unlucky for Hungary because Attar did a great job of catching the basketball, scoring, but the ruling was that the foul was before the shot. Here we go, look at this.
Yeah, I think that's just a great job by Attar. Nice pass, a nice turn by, like you said, but it was the catch. And I guess it was kind of a smart move on Slovenia to say, hey, let's foul her before the shot.
Yeah, they don't even get free throws, so. Hungary now, gonna get a 3 attempt. Attar there for the offensive rebound and putback. She's everywhere, folks. I tell you what, offensive rebounds like that can keep them in this basketball game.
Yeah, and you know, if you're again, kind of a silly, unnecessary foul, in my opinion, for someone who's somewhat of a leader on this team.
Step up and make some plays. There's Badic again, another 3, this time off target, and Attar battling away for the ball, but doesn't corral it, and it leaves Oblak! Oh, those second opportunities are killers.
And you know, Oblak had a great start to the game, and you've seen her come out.
Look at this, Attar catching it down low, great pass by Zelle. She has really opened eyes today, folks. 14 points, 8 rebounds.
If she really catches it in a position to score, really no matter where it is, 2-3 meters close to the basket, she can score.
This time it was Briskovitz. Or excuse me, Yakovina hit that jump shot over Attar. Look at this. This time denied. And jump ball has been called. So a break for Hungary. Darina Zelle. Horty's going to come back in.
And you know, I was just talking earlier. Here we see that jump ball tie up.
Studer for 3, and just like that, Hungary showing some signs of life from deep. That's her second 3. Badic hands it off, Presels for 3, and Horty over to Studer. Slowed by Badic, and bumped by Lesak. 3 team fouls on Slovenia. And why are you giving the foul that far away from the basket?
I mean, she did a pretty good job of making her catch it outside the paint. I know it's Attar. She started this game great. She's continued on in this third quarter. But that's her 3rd foul now. And
what a
but then you give up that because you can't play aggressive. Great move by Attar. I'm not taking away from the move, but I think Lisic was less aggressive because she knows she has 3 fouls, where I think the foul that she just got was unnecessary.
Well, Lisic catches it now and goes up. Great composure.
And here, you know, smart move by Slovenia.
Shotty for 3.
Going into that zone because they need to protect Lisic.
And the miss, but very makeable shot by Yakovina, a let-off there for Hungary. I feel like if Studer gets an opening, she's going to launch one. Here she is. She puts it up and fouled by Yakovina. So 3 free throws, a break for Hungary. Studer going to the free throw line. Did she get hit on the follow through? Because it looked like she missed it. Here it is again, watch this. Yeah, she just kind of grazed her on the hand.
Yeah, you know, that's one of those where Studer's a shooter, so you want to contest every shot. You know, I don't. If I'm a defender, I think I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to play defense again like that, because I don't think that call will be called against me more than once in a game.
Studer takes full advantage to cut that deficit back to 8 points. So now Badic. Slovenia putting up the jumpers here in this third quarter. Badic goes in and did a good job. She's able to absorb contact and still get a good shot up. She made one of those in the first half, and that time the ball went off of Hatar. Even with Hatar in there, they're attacking the basket. Here's Badic again, playing very influential here in this quarter, and Oblak again. Three-pointer. Boy, she has been money in the bank. 18 points, 4 of 4 from three-point range.
Yeah, it's exactly like her first quarter. You know, she 8 points in that first quarter. She's had 10, finished with 10. She already has 8 points in this quarter. It's exactly what they need. And we talked about this. You know, Slovenia had 4 people score in double figures at the last 2017 EuroBasket. And it's exactly those same people who are stepping up and scoring for them now. And this is what they need to do for them to be able to get a win against Hungary. If they can also stop Hatar, who just keeps adding to her point total.
Well, she misses the second. Now, another jumper, and all the white shirts under the basket, but it's Jovanovic that comes up with the rebound.
And you know,
Or Jakovina, excuse me.
Slovenia clearly have a height disadvantage.
Badic pushed off with her right forearm there. Knocked over Horty. Tell you, Badic has really stood out in this third quarter, hasn't she?
Yes. You know, we talked that she was kind of quiet in the first half. She only took 3 shots in the first half. I don't think she was necessarily very aggressive. I think she was letting the game, she took 2 shots in the first half. And here in the second half, I bet you coach or someone talked to her and said, hey, we need you to step up, and that's what she started. I think she's just being more aggressive here in the third.
Hatar, beautiful pass from her. Wow. They've gotten away with a foul. Hatar there reaching over. Badic puts it up and knocks it in. They have just been lights out in the third quarter.
And you see them in that zone because they have to protect their bigs.
Turner misses, but Horty chases it down in the corner. And Studer saw the shot clock winding down, so launched it from a long way out. Hungary's still in it, down by 10 points, but they've got to get some stops. Slovenia have been really drilling shots from the perimeter in this third quarter. Badic again gets it this time to Evans, and Evans!
I know Evans well. She played in France this year, and she has such. Hungary comes down and does that. Evans, I think, has excellent hands. She can catch almost any ball that is in somewhere near her region, and she has a great touch. For her height, she knows how to use her body and be able to keep the defense away from her and being able to get up.
Lisec is holding her, is it her ankle or her calf? And she's in obvious pain down there.
And you know, I saw her 2 possessions ago turn to coach and say, hey, I need a sub. And they actually had someone at the table who I believe was waiting to come in and take her out. And okay, let's take a look here.
She didn't land awkwardly, but
doesn't look like an ankle.
No, it's a calf. I think she's holding her left calf.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, we talked earlier. It's warm in here. You have to be careful for cramps. You have to make sure you're staying hydrated. I mean, these are those situations where you say, okay, I need a banana at halftime for, you know, potassium. Watch out for cramps. You need to really make sure you're hydrated. I want it to be only a cramp because you would hate to see Slovenia have to hold on to a 10-point lead with 11.5 minutes left in this game and not having one of their best players out there. And like I said, they're not strong in the post, so to not have her, she's walking off very gingerly. Looks like it's that left leg, the left calf.
For Daniela Schio in Italy, 24 years of age, and you know, we talk about the shortcomings, perhaps not being very deep. It's not a good sign.
Look at this. Look who Hatar is guarding right now on the court. I mean, it's almost okay. Well, we just saw Hatar now go on to Evans, but I mean.
Bressels is really starting to take over. Misses that one.
And right here, you have to, I think, play a kind of matchup zone, and you really need to box out. And you kind of got to go bank on the fact that Hungary haven't shot the three incredibly well in the first half. They've started to make a couple here in the second. You know, they are only 2 of 13. Like I said, great hands, and she just has great body awareness of where the basket is, and just being able to catch, use her body, keep the defense off. She's great with both her hands, right or left-handed.
Bump on Slovenia, so with 37.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter right now, it's a 9-point lead for Slovenia. Really the best quarter offensively. How they just seem to be able to do anything they want at the other end of the floor.
You know, they just started knocking down outside shots.
This is the first.
And you know, right here, you got to have your outside guards for Slovenia going and rebounding down because Hungary has such a height advantage. You don't want to give up an offensive rebound on a free throw. You know, she made the free throw. Dubai made the free throw, so it's not possible, but it looks like Japan's out there for this Hungarian team.
Oh, unsportsmanlike foul, the second time in the game this has been called against Hungary.
And again, so I think the refs are going to replay to make sure that they get this call correct. And an unsportsmanlike
From the down. From down.
Close.
Aha, this is the best. I don't think so.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
he tried to play the ball. It's not a hard contact. He didn't pass. It is in the middle, you know? Yes, for me it's a small. Yes, for me it's a small. For me, we have like this 10 situation. This is my opinion. I think it's normal. My opinion is normal. One more time. Look, he tried to play the ball. He didn't grab. Let's put it from there. Yes, you understand me? Now, look. Yes. No problem. Yeah, he's going to play the ball to make a defense. Boom. Only this. Yes, but doesn't matter. Like this, we have 20. This, my opinion is normal. Okay, normal. Number 11, I show number 11.
So they're not going to call it.
11.
And they just call it a normal foul because she was playing the ball and she didn't grab. And that's when it's good that they, again, they take their time to look at it and make it the correct call because it's obviously some vital.
I mean, you know, Horty was going to foul. She wanted to foul. She wanted to stop the drive. we know you're.
Well, it doesn't matter because Evans goes in.
And you know what I love is that Lisic went down, and Evans said, "Okay, I need to step up," and that's what she's done. You know, the last 2 offensive possessions.
Suter has it. Final seconds ticking off the clock. She's going to launch a 3. No, she's going to drive. Gets it to Hatar. Oh, that was a great play right at the end, but Hatar, a rare miss for her. And Slovenia, with 10 minutes remaining, lead this contest 69-59 over Hungary. Quick look at the stats. 6 of 12 from deep for Slovenia. That has been huge. Their offense has been clicking in the third quarter. That was Slovenia's best quarter of the game. 30 points offensively anyway. It was their best quarter. And it was also offensively Hungary's best quarter. They had 23 points, but Slovenia able to extend their lead. And the question, how do you stop Slovenia now offensively? Because they were getting anything they wanted.
Yeah, they were. Really, it was that 3-point shooting. They were only 2 of 7 at the end of the second quarter, and then now they're shooting 6 of 12. So they made 4 threes in that 1 quarter, which is big. But it's also, I think, Slovenia, they're playing with this great pace. I said it at the end of the first quarter. I don't know if they'll be able to keep it up, but I just like the pace that they play with. Even if it's not transition, it's a semi-transition. Their offense moves. Their offense is fast, and they're able to drive and attack, which I think then starts to open things up on the three-point lane. But you know what? In that third quarter, they also had a couple 3 attempts in a semi-transition type situation. So if I'm Hungary, you have to realize and know where shooters are, and expect that Slovenia want to play fast and want to shoot fast.
Well, Atar out of the game, Horty in. She'll have the responsibility of dealing with Evans, and then Evans a little slow. Setting that screen or that pick called moving screen. You can see she's going all out right now, and that's a big call. That's number 4 on her. So if Hungary could somehow get her out of the game, that might enhance their chances of a comeback.
You know, Evans is experienced.
Zele pulls it up. Oh, beautiful play by Dorina Zele.
You don't want to see Slovenia be without their 2 post players who have played significant minutes for them, who are 2 leaders, who are 2 scorers for a team that doesn't have a lot of posts.
This time they're trying to get it to Evans, and now a foul called on Prešel. So that's 2 fouls already. And again, if they pick up some early fouls and Hungary can get into bonus, that could help them get to the free throw line. That much going on there with that foul, to be honest. Oh, beautiful pass, and it's Zele with the layup. Great play by Deborah Dubé. Just like that, Hungary now trailing by 6.
And you know, typically so far in this game, the beginning of every quarter, we've seen Slovenia come out and do a great job, get some easy baskets, build their lead. Hungary always came back in the second part. But now it's kind of the reverse, and you wonder if Lisic's going down at the end of that third quarter, if momentum's changing.
But the difference now is, again, a missed shot. They were hardly missing anything in that third quarter. I would think another basket might get a timeout call by Slovenia. Zele puts it up from deep, follows up the miss, gets it back, puts it up, and it's good! And just like that, Hungary have battled back and trailed by just 4 points. They are refusing to go away.
And Hungary did this with Hatar and Yvonne Turner on the bench. So that's a great sign if you're Hungary.
Well, how big has Zele been coming in and really playing aggressively?
Yeah, I mean, great pull-up jumper on the last possession. Here, wide open three-point look. She misses, follows her shot. Good offensive rebound, 2 points.
Plays for basketball in Hungary.
Következő játék most legyen a vita. Nem vita oldal. Legyen ki az első ezzel, akkor tegyen.
And you know, Jeff, at the beginning of the third, we saw that 12-2 run. There you see Listen getting, I think it's her calf. You know, that the trainer there is definitely doing a calf Achilles type stretch on her. You know, she is, looks like she's behind the bench somewhere getting treated. We can't see.
That was a great shot. I don't know if that was her daughter who went up and gave her a kiss. That was beautiful.
24 years old.
Possibly.
Possibly.
My mom was 22 when she gave birth to me. Many years ago.
That third quarter, we saw Slovenia start the fourth quarter 12-2. And now it's kind of a 6-0 run for Hungary at the beginning of this quarter. And
what a drive to the basket by Presso.
she has been great for them in this second half. We've seen her knock down threes. We've seen her knock down 2-point jump shots. After a dribble, we've seen her right there take it all the way to the layup.
Well, she's in attack mode. Horty bumped out on the perimeter by Friskovits. Or is it Yakovina? Sorry, Yakovina.
And that's her fourth foul. And ball's in and shoots.
Horty takes the bump, passes it back outside. Deborah Dubé, three-pointer!
You know, it looks like Slovenia's kind of in a matchup zone or sort of a man-to-man.
Oh, and look at the steal by Zele. Goes in, great hustle back by Teja Oblak. Boy, that is 2 points.
And those are the hustle moves that you need to do. It was a silly turnover. She knew it was just a relaxed pass. She wasn't really, you know, that was definitely her fault. But right here, you see her get all ball, hustle back, ball is theirs. That's what you need to do to win these kind of games. You need to do the hustle plays.
And just like that as well, a three-pointer by Yakovina. So that is a 5-point swing. That is a potential deciding point in the game right there, folks. Norbert Sake was thinking there's a foul, but no, the video evidence showed otherwise. And Shani misses, and again, Slovenia. Oh boy, the momentum is shifted right back to the team.
But really,
in the
this
dark
game
uniforms.
has been about runs.
Evans steps into a three. Are they calling that a 2 or a 3? Hungary called timeout. It was indeed a 2. So they were knocking on the door, Hungary, but just like that, they fall back behind by 9 points.
Akármelyik játékot kezded el, azt követően jó elzárást kell játszani, és tele van vele zicser. Azért játszuk az ötöst, mert abból gyorsan megy az átfutás. Oké? Ezért nem kell játszani el. Nem kell. És figyelj, ha egyszerűen csak a kettest játszod, már oldalt kerül a labda, és akkor... Hajde!
Ej, idemo slagati!
Evans is undersized and maybe underrated. She's done a good job here tonight against Orti, Tatar from Hungary, who are a lot taller than her, but she's been able to score from inside. She's obviously, we've seen her a few times tonight, pick and pop. She has a beautiful looking outside shot. She plays with great confidence. She's exciting, and you know, as soon as the super went down, we saw her step up.
There it is, and Evans makes a play on defense, and then great catch. The pass back to Evans, and she's fouled on the low blocks. Terrific hustle there by Oblak.
And, you know, we talked about this earlier in the game. At the end of the first quarter, I said, I don't know if Slovenia are going to be able to keep up this kind of pace and the pace that they play with. I said, it's beautiful basketball. I love watching it. They have proved me wrong. They have not slowed down. They like to run. But it's controlled running, if that makes sense. You know, they're not out of control. They're not bad shots. They're not bad passes. They're not bad looks.
And that's foul number 5 on Evans, so they've gotten her out of the game with 6 minutes remaining, and she needs to know the situation, Shona.
And that, you know, I think, you know, I just talked about how she's an experienced player for them. I think she's a great player. That, in my opinion, was incredibly big mental breakdown. You have to know you have 4 fouls. That's clearly a foul. You wrapped around her. I mean, I know you have a disadvantage in height, but this could be a momentum killer, really. Evans going out. You have no post players coming off the bench with experience for Slovenia.
And Yvonne Turner goes right for the basket. Now Oblak at the other end.
I mean, wow, their guards need to step up right now and carry this team because
Badic trips up Turner.
And Hungary's in bonus with 5:42. And when you're down, the best thing that you can do is get to the free throw line because you stop the clock and you have an opportunity to score baskets.
Actually,
and
I think that was on Oblak. She was the one that tripped her, yes.
You know, this it's a scary situation. You have a 9-point lead, but Hungary, every foul from here on out is going to be shooting. You're at a height disadvantage. Hatar is checked in. She had a good long break at the beginning of this quarter, and she should be refreshed and feeling good. So Evans is also on the bench too.
And we've also seen Turner start to come to life here offensively. That's 5 quick points for her. Oblak now has 3 fouls. And reach, and the foul has been called on Dorina Zele. I like her effort in the second half. She's really helped Hungary stay in the contest. They need to stop here. Badic drives in. Wasn't a pump fake, but got her defender off her feet, and then Hungary not able to grab the ball.
You know, for the size that Slovenia has, they have done a great job of getting to the offensive basket. I mean, right there, it's not, you know, it's a team offensive rebound, but
here's another jump shot, and good position by Slovenia, but the box out didn't keep Hungary from coming up with a basketball. Turner again drives in, puts it up and in, and she's fouled! This is 7 quick points for Turner, and she will go to the line.
She had 6 points in the first half. She was only 2 for 7. She was kind of quiet in the third, to be honest, but how she just has taken over since she's checked into the game right now.
Pretzels picks up the foul. I mean, what I like about Turner is she does not force it, but she also knows when it is time to shift gears. And right now it's time.
And the the scary thing is there's 5 minutes left in this game. Precious, who's had a great second half for them, has 11 points. She has 4 fouls as well.
So the fouls have accumulated for Slovenia. They've lost Evans.
Malfunction of the clock. Start.
Now,
Yeah, go.
a chance to see a potential
Go.
unsportsmanlike
To
foul.
the here. Yes.
And still we need to see. Here was not starting yet, you see?
Yes, yes.
How can we count? We need to count.
3 seconds.
Okay, so
One pass is 4 seconds.
Oh, no, they're
Because
just
one
looking at
pass
the time.
means 4 seconds. It was 5 minus 1, 4 seconds.
They just want to see how much
4
time
seconds.
should be off the
That
clock.
means 5-0 free. 5-0 free.
No, it was
No,
9.
509.
5. 9.
Ah, that means 5 seconds. 5-0-4. 5-0-4 and 19 seconds on the clock, on the 34.
It was in the front.
Yes, 19 seconds.
We cut off 5.
5 seconds down. Hide.
No, it's not at 19.
19 seconds, 24, 5-0-4. 5-0-4. Hide, go.
So there'll be 5 minutes and 4 seconds on the game clock and 19 seconds on the shot clock. They should put 5-0-4 on
the game.
the game clock, and that's what they're going to tell them, I think.
And you know, if I'm Slovenia, you want as many game clock seconds taken off as possible, because you do have that lead with neither of your bigs.
Remember the free throw line, Hungary, 19 of 24 today. They've done a lot of damage there. Already in the bonus, Slovenia 11 of 17. They're without Lisec and they're without Evans. Lisec out with injury. Evans has fouled out. They've also got some other foul trouble. So the big question is, can Slovenia hold on over this final 5 minutes, especially with Ivan Turner starting to shift into overdrive for Hungary? Turner now with 13 points. Hatar leading the way with 17, as well as Agnes Studer with 17. A quiet 17 for Studer, isn't it? She's made some free throws, and Hatar, unnecessary foul there on Priscilla.
Again, we've seen that time and time again from both these teams. She wasn't going to the basket. Why would you pick up a foul there? The next foul by Hungary also puts Slovenia in bonus.
You know, they took away one of her other fouls because she was
I
only
saw
down.
that, yeah. Or we thought it was on her. Maybe we just gave it a foul.
Here in the corner, air ball, Turner has it. The bullet out of a gun, races down the floor. Hatar keeps it alive, but good job by Oblak to step in and take the ball away for Slovenia. Now Varic passes back outside. Pressels gets in the lane. Oh, that's a tough shot, but she misses. And then Hatar has it knocked out of her hands. Great defense.
And that's another offensive rebound. It's another team rebound, and what a great job by, I think it was Gorsuch. Just staying in the play, realizing, you know, the Tar looks a little relaxed, and, you know, why not take a little bit of a risk?
Yeah, that's...
Really, you have nothing to lose for Slovenia. You have to kind of get those balls back because you are at a disadvantage with not having any, you know, of your real bigs.
Yeah. Tell you what, the game has, I was excited about this EuroBasket women, but this game has absolutely surpassed expectations. It has been tight. A couple of times Slovenia have opened up double-digit leads, but this Hungary team has refused to throw in the towel. They have battled back, and with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, they're trailing by 4 points. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Varic will inbound. Gets it to Gorsuch and then gets it back. Varic drifts in, takes it back out. Might launch one. She is right at the top of the key. Another offensive rebound.
It's just not possible if you're Hungary. You can't give up. With the size advantage that you have, you can't give up open shots like that.
Here, another one, and it was a killer offensive rebound as well because they punished him with a three-pointer. Friskovets drills it. And Huntar sneaks in and gets the offensive rebound. Starting to become the enemy for Hungary here. Turner. Shifty move from her, lays it up, and then that was big time.
She was so talented at getting to the basket. You know, her outside jump shot hasn't fallen for her. She said, no worries, she's going to take it to the hole.
Driving in, tough move. And again, Slovenia beat him to the ball. Yeah.
You know, I think it's, who was it?
Well, Oblak is going to launch it, and again, coming over the back this time, the ball goes out of bounds. It was Yakovina keeping it alive. Would you describe it perhaps? Slovenia just that step faster and perhaps a little bit stronger to be able to beat them with some of these loose balls?
I think it's just determination. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that maybe they're faster and they're stronger.
Look at that, a hold, stops the clock, puts Hungary on the free throw line.
Which is what you don't want to do. You want to, if you're Slovenia, you want the clock to continually run. And you know, Tatar, who's actually been great for Hungary so far in this game, is going to the free throw line. Hungary are shooting 19 to 24.
20 and 25.
She's 4 or 6, so she does have a couple misses, but you also got to box out.
Takes some time. They did him a favor with the foul a long way away from the basket. And back to a three-point game. Still some work to do for Slovenia. Bodic has been high energy here in the second half. Into the corner he goes again, and this time off the side of the backboard. And fortunately for Hungary, they missed the rim.
Yeah, because it would have been another offensive rebound for Slovenia. You know, you said, what is it? I really think it's determination. And the quote's going to be a little wrong, but I think it's Nick Nurse, the Raptors coach, also the men's basketball coach, said that rebounding stat, really all it is about hustle and determination. That's how you get rebounds.
Listen, where did you hear that? I'm going to tell you something.
I think it was a long time ago when he was coaching in England. He said
it was an unforgettable quote from Nick Nurse. The rebounding stat is the stat of desire.
There you go. So that's all it is. It's not about being stronger. It's not about being faster.
It's about wanting
being higher. It's about wanting it more. And Slovenia have to play like this because they don't have post players. They don't, you know, they're struggling right now with the people who they have on the court.
Meanwhile, a foul is called on Gorsuch, so it puts Huntar back on the line, and she makes the first one. And I'll tell you what, they have been on the ropes today a couple of times, and Hungary have given themselves a chance to win. It was crucial that they get Evans out of the game. They did. Huntar misses the second, but it's a 2-point difference.
And right now, what you need to do if you're Slovenia is you need to work the clock. You need to try and take as much time off the clock, but also still get up a good shot. You don't want to just chuck up shots. That, to me, is a great job. You shot with, you know, 6, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. You had a nice jumper.
And Turner, though, answers with a 3 to make it a 1-point game. Boy, this FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2019 is already shaping up to be quite a thrill show. Oblak almost lost it, drives in, gets blocked by Huntar, and the ball goes over to Hungary. I thought it would have gone off of Hungary, but it might have.
Oblak started walking back right away. We definitely didn't have a good angle, but
remarkable. Here it is again. Oh no, it didn't touch anybody, did it?
No.
Kind of a crazy shot by Oblak, who's been excellent today. Now Turner, who just hit the three. She's been terrific in the fourth quarter. Another one. Oh, they've taken the lead for the first time today. Unbelievable. It's almost as if, I'll tell you what, team, just wait until the fourth quarter and then give me the keys and I'm going to drive you to victory.
I mean, you know, Hungary's biggest lead of the game was 3-0 at the beginning of the game.
Okay, so they did take the lead. That's right, I forgot. The three-point play by Studer.
Yes, to start the game, the first play of the game. And here, you know, and why is Turner so wide open? Because beginning of this, when she checked in this fourth quarter, she just started driving to the basket kind of at will and was knocking it down. So now Slovenia won her in foul trouble. And they're a little further off, but it's also because Turner's so great.
Me a támadásban egyszerű játékot kell játszani, azért, mert alámennek a blokkja. Ha most felüljönnek, akkor támadjuk a közepét betörőssel.
Showed us Turner has just been, she's been a superstar here in this fourth quarter. And you have to say, overall, her approach has been absolutely correct from start to finish. She never forced it, but when it was go time, it was like, okay, this is where I could really make a difference offensively. And she has done her damage in this fourth quarter.
She has 12 points, so.
Now who takes the big shot for Slovenia? They will be reeling if they don't win this game. Remember, they lost a heartbreaker to France on the opening day of the last EuroBasket women. Ball bounces out, Prešels gets it. Now Baric hands it off, and another three, and a miss, and Hatar is able to rebound it.
And you know, those were actually two really good looks by Slovenia. I'm not sure if that second three, maybe Baric should have taken the responsibility and shot, just being a leader, being, you know, one of the top scorers for them. It was a great look, but
Turner again, maybe not the best shot from her that time. And Slovenia, though, do not take care of the basketball. Studer knocks it out of the hands, I think, of Prešels. And now it's back into the hands of Hungary.
And I'm not sure if the refs, you know, we have the replay here. Let's see. Yeah,
oh, no, it was Hatar.
No, then it went off her knee.
But it was Bernadette Hatar that reached from behind to knock the ball. And they will do the correct thing here. They will go and take a look, and that's what they'll see. Hatar reaches in.
Okay, ball, and after that he touches the leg. Very clear. It's the ball by 44, and after that touches the leg. We have white ball, white ball, white ball. I call.
Shona, this is just a remarkable situation here with Hungary, how they have refused to go away.
We saw it every quarter, though. They got down every quarter, except the beginning of the fourth was their only quarter where I felt like they came out and did a good job and were scoring. And wow, have they kind of weathered the storm. And Slovenia, I feel bad for them because Evans is out with 5 fouls. We saw Lisic go down end of the third.
Almost a turnover from Turner. She gets it back. She puts it up. A little finger roll. Misses. Hatar gets it back. Passes back out. Offensive rebound. Hungary now. And the clock continues to tick. And Slovenia have to foul. And they foul Turner. This is Hungary's game to win.
It really is. How clutch has Hatar been?
She has been unreal. She has.
I mean, this is, you know,
the hustle plays in the fourth, in the last couple of minutes by her.
She's the reason they're shooting free throws right now. She caused the turnover, and then she got the offensive rebound, and then Slovenia had to foul.
The key moment in this game, when Lisic went out and then Evans fouled out.
Yes.
There's no question. And Turner makes it a 4-point lead for Hungary, which I know they beat the Czech Republic in the last EuroBasket, who were hosting it in front of a packed house in Radiš Kralova. But you have to say this one is just as impressive, if not more so, I mean, we talked about Slovenia thinking maybe they might be the best team to finish top of this group.
Friška. Manić. Sve hvala žele nabor. Obi. Friška. Rok Krti. Jaki moća žoga. Probamo tako.
Really, Jeff, you kind of hurt a little bit for Slovenia because you did feel after that amazing third quarter by them.
Yeah.
You kind of thought, you know what, they've got this. They'll be able to hold on. They're playing great. And then really with their two post players, and you know, I talked earlier, they don't have a big bench, and that's going to be their Achilles heel throughout this tournament, and we've already seen it in this first game. And I hope for them that Lisic is back tomorrow, because that's going to be a big, big loss if she's not.
Well, they've only got 8.8 seconds. They've got to go, and a foul has been called, and that means free throws. And I don't think that was what Hungary needed. Hatar commits the foul, stops the clock.
And you know, this is interesting because if you have good offensive rebounders, you know, maybe one athletic post, you could think about, as they say, making the first, missing the second, trying to get off the offensive rebound, going for a three. But you don't have rebounders. Like, I really...
So they need a steal and to attempt a three. And they foul Hatar, who, with 5.9 seconds remaining, will go to the line. And they want to look at it to see if it was unsportsmanlike, Norbert Sake, but I don't think they're going to look at it.
No, I mean, everyone knows, the refs know, it's strategy. You have to foul. I mean, of course you have to call an intentional foul, but in my opinion, she went for the ball. There's no other... She went for the ball. Maybe she didn't get all ball, but she went for the ball.
Hatar has really saved the best time to have the biggest moment of her career for Hungary today. But if she misses this, there's still a chance. She takes it to 4 points. You do not foul while they attempt a three-pointer here. You back off. Oh, and she did not back off, but she missed the shot. And Grekshani needs to back off in that situation, not to give away the potential 4-point play opportunity. Hungary, it has to be their most famous win in a long time. And again, they beat the Czechs last time, but this time, I thought this was more impressive. 88-84, the Hungarians, a vital win. And maybe the coach played this team's chances. He certainly sold it to me like they were going to be up against it today, but they have come out, and Hatar has come out, and Yvonne turned every player. There's so many players that came out and contributed today. Dorina Zende came out off the bench, was crucial in that second half.
I mean, MVP of the game has to be Bernadette Hatar. I think she was solid throughout 40 minutes of the game. She played big minutes, though. She almost played 30 minutes, 21 points, 11 rebounds. She caused that enormous turnover, but Yvonne Turner in the fourth when she checked in. She took over. And, you know, it's disappointing because I would have liked to see what Slovenia maybe could have done had Evans and Lisic not gone
qualification round. That's what they have to be thinking right now. And if you're both Turkey and Italy, who will play next, they now know against both of these teams, they are going to have a real fight. It is going to be a fight just to advance to that quarterfinal qualification round. It is, this Hungary team is, I think, much better than we anticipated coming into this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And both those coaches from Turkey and Italy were here scouting, and I'm sure they're saying the same thing, going, okay, we need to be prepared for this Hungarian team, and Hatar, and the addition of Turner, who, she's a game changer. There's no other way to talk about Yvonne Turner. She is literally a game changer.
So just a terrific game. I think Slovenia clearly do not need to hang their heads. They need to get this out of their system, come back, and be ready to go the next time they step on the floor. And that next time will be tomorrow when they go up against Turkey. And that will be a must-win game for them. And they'll finish up against Italy. Slovenia, who knows, could still end up finishing first in this group. There are plenty of games. Hungary could have a letdown. You don't know.
You know what? This group, Group C, at EuroBasket 2019, it could come down to points for and against, your points average to decide first, second, third, fourth, in my opinion.
Well, we could not have asked for better 40 minutes of basketball here in the opening game of Group C in Niš. And I'm pretty sure, Hungary not being that far away, the good fans might have a little bit of an invasion for this Hungarian team, because if they play like that, they've got possibilities. But remember, you need a top 6 finish to make it to the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. And these teams aren't thinking about that right now. They're just thinking about staying alive and advancing. But, in the back of your minds, you have to wonder what the possibilities are for a team that has Yvonne Turner. For Hatar, how much can she develop in this tournament? Also, those other characters like Zele, there were a lot of people that stepped up for Hungary today when their backs were against the wall.
Yeah, I thought as far as veteran leadership as well, Corti coming in. As you mentioned, she took a couple years off, time away from the national team to start a family, and I thought she also did a great job coming in. Maybe statistically it doesn't look like she had this great game, but she really, you could just see the leadership.
So Hungary win it 88-84, and coming up 6:30 local time here in Niš, Serbia, it'll be Turkey taking on Italy at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2019 opening day.